All right. Well, let's do a way too early prediction of the 2021 quarterbacks.
All right.
We'll start with some. I'll just go through a really random order, and I'll probably skip them if it's pretty obvious. But we'll start with the Houston Texans. Who's quarterback next year?
That is the hardest. Okay.
I have Deshaun Watson, actually. I still have Deshaun Watson staying there.
Yeah. So I have Deshaun Watson, and I put if not, and I put a few options. So Stafford is an option. I don't actually think but it's an option. I put draft ? As an option. But I am leaning Deshaun Watson, honestly.
I think he wants to go, and I think the GM is going to hunt for places to put him, but I don't know if the market is going to be there where people are like going to be just willing to give up 3-4 early picks for a superstar quarterback. I mean, when there's still obviously plenty of quarterbacks. I sent a list of a bunch of quarterbacks that could be anywhere this year. They're going to have options where not everyone has to give up that much.
Right.
And I think Deshaun may try to hold out or whatever because he's unhappy, but I don't think he wants to lose out on $100 million in the next 3 years. I just think he's kind of going to be forced at hand to play football.
Yeah.
So I actually have. So I mean, we'll get to another one of our teams that's going to be on this list too. I actually have them drafting Justin Fields with the second overall pick because they traded Watson to New York. It came out. I didn't see who it was from, but the Jets were one of Watson's top destinations. Apparently, they definitely have the draft capital. They definitely are a bad organization that will give up that much for a quarterback.
But then that's the thing. That's where I'm going to try to nullify that, is because on Deshaun Watson's current contract, he has a no trade clause and he has to approve where he goes next. I don't think he's going to go to a trash organization, to be honest.
But he said that's his top destination.
He said that?
Yeah.
There was a report that his top destination was the New York Jets.
Wow. He didn't grow up in New York. He didn't go to college in New York. That doesn't make any sense.
New York.
Okay. Well, if that's a thing, then maybe
they make the Jets like a 6-win team.
Maybe. They're going to be like the Houston Texans. Yeah.
Let me not put it on my shoulders because I love to give away blame. Armando Salguera of the Miami Herald said that Watson has told people his most preferred destination would be the New York Jets, followed by the Miami Dolphins.
Why does he want to go to dumpster fire organizations?
Well, Miami.
I like Miami. I like Miami. Yeah, I'm thinking like 2 years ago Miami, but
right.
Yeah.
Let me look this guy up and see if he's a bum or not.
Armando.
Yeah, right. It's not a Galarraga.
No.
Man. I mean, we don't have to spend too much time on it. I'll take your word for it, and I think we already kind of made our pick on what do you think happens. So we'll skip to the next one. New Orleans Saints.
Jameis.
I have Jameis.
I have Taysom.
Ooh.
Jameis. I actually put Taysom or Jameis.
Jameis.
It's gonna be Jameis.
Jameis.
Sorry.
That'd be a good quarterback. Let me tell you.
Just black. It's
gonna be Jameis Winston.
Jameis Winston.
But yeah, I think
black Taysom Hill.
I think it's relatively easy that they're probably just gonna stick with depth this year. They don't have a high enough draft pick where they're gonna be able to just wait, and I don't think they want to take a chance on like a Kyle Trask or Mac Jones late or something. So
no, well, I think the whole idea behind even having Jameis Winston this year was okay. Like he's willing to be here. He's willing to take a seat.
Still young, high potential. Let's give it a shot.
High potential. He actually got eye surgery, so now he can see.
20 interceptions now.
Yeah, bring him down maybe a little bit, and you can kind of see it though. At the end of the game, Breeze is talking to him, saying, "Hey, this is it now for you. Like it's your turn," that type of thing. And I think Taysom Hill's like 33, darn near. So I don't think they really want to put all the eggs in that basket. I wouldn't be. I mean, they like him for other reasons too. So, he's probably still going to be around. But yeah, I think it's going to be Jameis.
Yeah. Chicago Bears.
Yeah, this one's hard.
I'm going to say Mitchell Trubisky. I think he put it on well enough at the very end of the season to show, okay, this is why we drafted you this high, and I think this is going to be the year where he has to make it happen. Otherwise, he's out of a starter job for me.
Yeah, I think Trubisky's probably the guy still. I don't think he is. I don't think he's as bad as he played a lot of this year. I don't think he's like as good as they want or ever going to want him to be though. So I think he is a lower level NFL starter at most. So I don't he's not going to win him games, but he's
Yeah, I think his ceiling's like 18 out of 32.
Yeah, and in the division that they're in, he's also not going to lose him a lot of games as long as their defense stays good. So it depends on what they want out of him. Do they want, an elite NFL quarterback? They're not going to get that out of him. But do they want an okay NFL quarterback? Then, they'll probably get that out of him. So, yeah.
So, actually, wait, no. Yeah. No, I'd say Trubisky. There were reports that, like, Chicago wanted to be, like, in the game heavily with the QB market this year. But, like, who wants to go?
I think Trubisky just did enough. I think that's definitely like if he didn't play like he did in the last 5 weeks, I think that's a for sure thing. Right. But I don't know if they're going to be ready to just say. I don't think Pace is going to. I don't know if he's just going to, go humble and say I screwed up. And
well, I mean, they also have a lot invested in him right now, and if they can get another year of. And maybe he gets a little better, they probably can look at it and look back and go, hey, well, that's a win, even though it's not, because they traded up for him. But, we'll see. But, I think he's earned himself at least another shot.
Yeah.
I think he's earned it. I just wouldn't give it to him. He says.
It's any good. Yeah, that's a good point. Yep.
Indianapolis Colts.
Matthew Stafford.
I've got Matthew Stafford.
He's my number one.
I have Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton. Okay. Yeah, I could see that too. I really could if the Lions don't like the offer. I could see something like that. But I think the Colts set up perfect for what one Stafford wants, two they have enough resources to give back to the Lions that I think the Lions will go after it. I think the Lions will be picky, but I don't think they're going to be just because I feel like they respect Stafford enough, I don't think they're going to be complete a-holes in the whole thing. And I think they'll, asking for just the entire – they're not going to be asking –
the kitchen sink. Yeah.
They're going to be asking for a lot, as they should, but I don't think they're going to be –
well, Adam Schefter just tweeted before we went on, basically, that, they've already initiated talks on the phone about what's the market value for Stafford. So,
Yep.
Yeah. I just have Stafford going – and maybe this is just like the optimistic fan in me, going to a team with a big need at quarterback, but more enticing draft capital.
Okay.
We'll get to it. But I thought like it's, to me, the Colts, like Stafford and Dalton are the two QBs that like fit the mold there as pocket, like stand up pocket passers. So in my mind, it's one of those two. So since I have a Stafford going to a different team, I just went with Dalton.
Okay. All right. Well, this one to me, I think isn't totally questionable, but it's on the list. So Green Bay Packers, I think it's Aaron Rodgers. I just think he's a little salty, obviously, after a rough game, but I think he'll calm down.
He's just a whiner, man. He's just a whiner, and
he's just a little bee.
Yeah. I'm sticking. I don't know is that controversial, guys, that he's going to stay with Green Bay?
No.
I don't really. It would be if he left Green Bay. It would be the biggest thing to happen in the NFL, like as far as trades and stuff goes. Like I can't think of anything that would be as surprising.
It would be nice to see the Packers become a dumpster fire.
It would, but they have to hit on Jordan Love, knowing their luck.
Yeah.
Watch apparently,
greats.
There was a report that Jordan Love was having trouble hitting stationary targets at practice all year. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like, that's a big Owen Wilson. Wow, for me.
Like ball nets.
Yeah.
Dallas Cowboys.
They're going to re-sign Dak.
I'm saying that too. Yeah.
I don't think
they're going to give him more money than he deserves because I don't like him. But they're going to
ideally, if I don't think Jerry Jones necessarily wants to do that, though. I really don't. But I think
he's kind of racist. Just kidding.
I'm just kidding.
Dak's mixed enough. He likes the white side of him. I don't know.
They have to re-sign Dak. They have. I mean, I don't see where their other option is.
There's also, I mean, Stafford technically is on the list for them, but I don't know. I don't think that's a thing that's going to happen.
What are they going to give the Lions that?
And I also don't think they're close enough. I mean, it turns out they need an offensive line to rebuild because they all died this season.
Exactly. Like they're not. And Zeke is like hit or miss right now, whether he even wants to be there.
Yeah.
Like as much as as bad as they were this year, it kind of shows how important Dak was to that offense.
Yeah. Let's go with another NFC East team, the Washington football team.
So I actually had them getting Jameis Winston. That's why I said Taysom for the Saints.
Okay.
Heineke.
That'd be hilarious.
Taylor Heineke.
Giving Heineke a shot.
Wow.
Can't you imagine Jameis Winston at the Washington football team? They fit so perfectly.
He would, but I am imagining Taylor Heineke.
That's an interesting one for sure, Ben. That's unrivaled. I think Alex Smith is going to stay the backup there, and I think they're going to get Cam Newton, and I think they're going to reunite Ron Rivera and Cam Newton.
I don't like it.
Gross.
I don't care.
I like Taylor Heineke.
Rather Colin Kaepernick.
That was inspirational, that playoff performance.
Yeah.
You're rally behind that.
All right.
Chase Young loves that guy.
I have Miami next, but that's a guaranteed Tua. I think for sure. Tua and Ryan Fitzpatrick might.
It is, but like, if Miami could get Deshaun Watson and like it made sense to them, I think they legitimately would do that, like 100%.
Oh
yeah, I have Deshaun for the Houston Texans, so I didn't put.
Yeah, that's fine, and I think it's going to be Tua as well, but.
Yeah, I didn't even write them down as a possibility. They're going.
New England Patriots.
Yeah, this one's interesting.
I had them bringing back.
Hey, me too.
Jacoby Brissett.
Hey, me too.
Mac Jones.
Just like I want.
I've heard Mac Jones rumors.
Mac Jones.
I've heard Mac.
I like
Jones.
Jacoby Brissett though.
I think they're picking 15. I think the Patriots are picking 15.
That comes with a caveat though. Mac Jones will start the more games than any other quarterback. That's not to say he's going to start as the starter.
Okay. Yeah, I've got Jacoby Brissett, and I think that could be. I think it could be Brissett or Garoppolo.
Yeah.
I had Garoppolo somewhere else. So.
Well, I have Garoppolo staying in San Fran.
So do I.
Me too.
So next one, Jacksonville. I think Trevor Lawrence, right, guys?
Yep. Yeah. It is the stupidest drafting decision since Anthony Bennett.
Yeah. Atlanta Falcons. I have Matt Ryan still, but I think they might draft they may draft a replacement for him. He's 36.
Yeah, if they draft someone, I think it'll be a Alex Smith, Patrick Mahomes situation where he sits behind him for a year.
Yeah. New York Jets. Sam Darnold. Cincinnati. Joe Burrow.
I had the New York Jets. Drafting lot or
that's right. You didn't say that they're moving on from Darnold. Who are they drafting?
No, they're trading for Watson.
Oh, they're trading for That's right. You did say that.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Philadelphia Eagles. Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts. They're gonna put the eggs in the basket there.
Okay. Well,
I think Carson.
So it makes sense.
I think Carson Wentz is the week 1 starter.
Okay, so Carson Wentz is staying.
I mean, like
I think Carson Wentz is going to go be a backup somewhere, or a starter, but like a rookie's going to sit behind him.
But it's so much money.
Who
wants that? Watch the Lions take him.
It wasn't that much money because you know what I would love? I would love for the Lions to get rid of Stafford and then have Carson Wentz as their quarterback.
But I didn't put anybody for the Bears, so I'm going to go with Carson Wentz, the Bears.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's go with the hometown team, the Detroit Lions.
This is actually difficult.
It is. Well, it is, but I did put Justin Fields here.
Nope. I don't think they're going to take
I don't either.
All right, let's fight.
I have them signing in free agency Teddy Bridgewater.
Okay, so there's my point. Because I agree. I mean, Isaiah and I were also talking about that pretty much right when we got on pre-show. But I think the Lions get Tyrod Taylor because of his connection with Anthony Lynn.
Yeah.
And I think that Tyrod Taylor is probably going to be the week 1 starter, but I think that his similarities to Justin Fields, maybe a guy that Justin Fields is going to, sit behind.
I just don't think they're going to draft a quarterback. I really don't.
No, I really hope they don't, ideally, but there's a lot of talks about it right now.
I don't want them to at all, actually. Chase Daniel.
Oh, I heard that too, but it's like, no, at the same time. It's like
I'm telling you, you got to look at this.
For Sam Howell.
You have to look at this year. Sam Howell's not good enough either. That's like Mitch Trubisky 2.0, okay?
But he gets to start more games than Mitch Trubisky.
Doesn't matter. He's really good college quarterback. That's it. You got to look at this year as just it's not going to be good. So why would you don't financially?
I mean, yeah, they did already spend $13 million on Chase Daniel.
Exactly. So just have him be the starter. That's fine. We can have a guy like Dan Orlovsky as the backup. Another guy.
Bring back Dan. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of why I picked
similar mode, and then have it be good. We're good at that point.
That's kind of why I picked Teddy Bridgewater, because I don't think they're going to have a ton of money for him, and you can have a competent quarterback until you find your guy in the draft.
Like real good.
Yeah, I've talked about it on the podcast before. I'm a huge fan of Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah.
I think he's one of the underrated quarterbacks in the league. So if you can just have him for not a ton of money, I don't know what his contract has been, but it can't be much because this was his first year starting in a couple years. So I just think if you can have him and you can get him for a decent price, then you have someone serviceable to. I mean, Teddy Bridgewater is accountable for winning you 3-4 games a year. Go for it.
Yep.
Well, I have Carolina as the next team, and I have Teddy Bridgewater just staying there.
Yep.
Probably likely.
Denver Broncos, I have Drew Lock still.
Wait, what did I have for Carolina?
Yeah, Drew Lock.
Yeah, Isaiah, what'd you have for Carolina? Let's backtrack.
They're going to give him a –
Oh, I just said they'd draft someone.
Oh.
Between Lance and Wilson.
Okay.
I think Drew Lock they're going to give him they believe in him there for some reason.
All right. Okay.
Well, I have a guy that does sound right next to me in my church, and he's a huge Broncos fan, and I talk to him a lot, and he's actually even a big fan of Drew Lock still. So if the fans still believe in him, then maybe they give him a shot.
So here is where you're going to be different.
Okay.
I have the one and only Matthew Stafford going to the Broncos.
Ooh.
See that?
Because
he's joining the Mile High Club.
So they're number 3 in the Vegas odds to get him.
Yeah.
I think they're 9-2, so not terrible odds.
No.
And like I said earlier, they have the draft capital to make it enticing as a fan of the Lions.
Sure.
They are not.
Are they a Stafford away from? Are they a Stafford away from competing? Because even if I'm a fan of the Lions, I'm a fan of Stafford, and wherever Stafford goes, I am going to watch their games.
Yeah.
I think Drew Lock is so bad that it's really hard to tell how good they'd be with a good quarterback. The last time they had a good quarterback, they were a good team. So
Manning?
I don't know. I just think if they
the sound guy doesn't want him. I can tell you that.
Well, the sound guy can back off. My brother-in-law is also a Broncos fan, so I just think there's a connection there between me and him. So there is a connection out there between the city of Detroit and the Denver Broncos, and there's going to be another one come fall.
All right. Some bonds can't be broken. All right. Giants, I have them sticking with Daniel Jones.
Yeah, Jones.
San Francisco, I have them sticking with Garoppolo.
Jimmy G.
Yep.
Chargers, Justin Herbert.
Yep.
Minnesota, Kirk Cousins.
Yep.
Arizona, Kyler Murray.
Yep.
Vegas Raiders, Derek Carr.
Yep.
Tannehill for the Titans.
Yep.
Cleveland Baker.
Yep.
Baltimore Lamar.
Yep.
Buffalo Josh Allen.
Obviously.
And Tom Brady staying with Tampa.
Yep. Not retired.
Okay. Patrick Mahomes staying with KC.
Yep.
Seattle Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
And then I have two more here. Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, this is interesting. I think Roethlisberger comes back though.
You think he retires and comes back?
I really want him to retire, man.
I think he's retiring.
People still have a good view of him. Just go out on a high note, man.
Yeah, I think he's gonna retire, or he's gonna come back for one more year.
So I actually have Kyle Trask as their starter next year.
All right.
I didn't pick anyone for them.
Who's the backup now, though? Who'd they just
Mason Rudolph.
No. They get somebody.
Huh?
Because Rudolph tweeted about it.
Well, then it would be Duck Hodges.
No,
that's who got signed.
No, the Steelers, I swear to God, just signed somebody.
Devlin Hodges just got signed by somebody.
Yeah, by the Eagles.
Really?
Yeah. Devlin, let me see this. I put Hodges for some reason. Yeah, he got signed by the Rams.
The Rams,
Hodges
yeah.
did.
Dwayne Haskins. Yeah, they signed Dwayne Haskins.
Oh, that's right. They did sign Dwayne Haskins. I did see that.
Right.
Oh, no. Oh, okay. Maybe Big Ben is staying another year.
I think he's staying one more year. They would not have signed Dwayne Haskins to just be that, if they were thinking of drafting a guy or saying Dwayne Haskins a quarterback. There's no way.
There is no way. I'll agree. Okay. Oof, Dwayne Haskins, man.
Last one that's maybe controversial, but I don't know. Los Angeles Rams.
I think it'll be Goff.
I think it's going to be Goff.
He hasn't done enough to be run out of town yet.
I don't know, though.
Some people have Stafford as a potential candidate there, too.
Yep.
I can see that.
I could see it as well. That would fit what Stafford probably wants.
Probably McVay as a quarterback's coach.
We should trade Stafford for Aaron Donald.
Hey, I'll take it. Straight up.
I'll do it.
I bet you won't, Sean McVay. I bet you won't. I
bet you won't hit him, though. All right. So, yeah, that was all 32 teams. Like I said, most of them were staying the same, but that was kind of interesting to collect your thoughts on that.